just to be and people to see. So let's go ahead and we'll catch that background just for privacy and professionalism for anybody else that comes in behind us. There we go. And let's come over, unmute Mr. Mason. Hello, sir. Good evening. How are you tonight?
Doing fine, doing fine.
Very, very good. Good to see you. I've got your video spotlighted, and welcome to the call. I think you know what call this is too. and yeah, absolutely. And the floor is yours, my friend. Good to see you.
Guys, not going to take a lot of your time up tonight. Again, just want to give you guys some updates on some different things that are going on that we're kind of working on for you. The Z700 Club, we got that system in your back office, and actually we were missing a little piece. The In order for the specialist that's going to be working with your files, for them to log into your account so that they can start the evaluation process, they had to have your the last four digits of your social security number in order to do that. So we created the file. We had left that part out, and so we had to go back in today and get this set up in the back office. So the specialist has access to it. So you guys should start seeing some movement with that tomorrow. Okay, you should start seeing some movement with it. And I kind of hate to say things that's in the works that's not quite all the way there yet. But because I don't want you guys to run off in different direction. Well, but we're working on some really, really, really special things here that I think can be very beneficial to us as a group. And so, uh, we're setting up a deal, for the funding and the financing and things of that nature as well. That with finance company that will be working directly with our partner. Okay, so that's something that's in the works as well. And so I think I feel good about that deal. For the most part, it's just we have to make a few adjustments in order to close that deal. Now, there's something that's going to happen that you guys are going to see here. I'm sure in the next 7 days. All right, you're going to see our website change. All right. What is happening is we in this whole financial services type thing. There's a lot of rules and regulations and things of that nature, and it's causing us a lot of problems, especially like with merchant accounts. Okay, because merchant accounts don't want to um, do business with, say, like a financial services type company. That's just the way it is. Okay, so as a result of that, we're trying to make basically take a square peg and make it fit into a round hole. And the results of that is that we've had like four merchant accounts, no, just closed on us. And when they close, they end up freezing our money. And we've had well over $200,000 frozen in merchant accounts. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. You know, what has happened with that is that it tremendously, most companies, it would put them out of business. I mean, they just could never recover from it. But I've been around long enough to know how to kind of put things together and just keep things going and figure out a way to work my way out of those situations. Well, last week, Thursday, it happened again. Okay. Merchant account came, the people came in after I was assured with this account that it would not happen. And of course, I think it's some algorithm or something that's going on because again, you have two departments. You have your initial salespeople. We got you, Mr. Mason, no problem. We got this, that, and the other. Then you have your clients people well on the other side. They get involved in it, you know. they just come in and literally shut the account down and stuff like that. So it happens again on Thursday. So this time around, what we're doing is we are setting up our business model to fit 100% into a business model that will allow us to grow to the size we want to be without us keep running into this brick wall, you know. And so what's going to happen is you're going to see a shift here. Okay, and I want to make this perfectly clear that everything that we're doing is it's the same. Nothing is going to change in kind of the way the commission structure and things of that nature. None of that's going to change. Okay, but what's going to happen is our business model is going to change. It has to in order for us to grow to who we want to become in the marketplace. What are we going to become? Well, we just put together a deal. I have been talking about this for a while, of the discount program, for the shopping discount, the dining discount, and the travel discount, entertainment discounts, and things of that nature. Well, we've just partnered with one of the largest providers of those types of services in the world, literally over 500,000 different types of discounts will be available to our cardholders. And the cool thing about it is that it'll be like available to you in our phone app, okay? And then with this phone app, it moves with you from city to city. So it doesn't matter where you are, okay? It doesn't matter if you're in Las Vegas, if you're in California, whatever. The system is smart, so it knows what, where you are, what you're near. And so you're able to kind of look for restaurants or whatever that are offering 2-for-1 deals, or buy one, get one free, 30, 40, 50% off deals. Really, really, really great deals. This is everything from from restaurants to going to Disney World to pretty much anything that you can think of. All the major brands and everything participate in this discount program. It's really, really, really impressive. So what we're going to do is, again, with our $20 a month program, it's going to come with the shopping discount. $50 plan is going to come with the shopping and dining. And then the $70 plan is going to come with shopping, dining, and travel and entertainment as well. And others, like golf, if you like to golf or anything like that, big discounts on that kind of stuff. It's just literally almost dry cleaning, grocery, you name it, just pretty much all these things will be available at a discount that you'll be able to receive as a card holder. So we're more our website and everything is gonna reflect that we're a membership type program, okay? Where X amount of dollars per month gives you access to these different discount services that we have through the partnership that we just put together today, all right? So look forward to that coming up. We started working on the website here, and but we're gonna do something really special, because when a person comes on board and they make the monthly payment, make the payment, the initial payment that they're gonna make is just gonna be for the membership, okay? Pay for the membership. Once they pay for the membership, they go into the back office, and then from the back office, if they want a card or whatever, they can select the type of card that they want or whatever, and select, like we're gonna have all the different designs. I can tell you that we're also gonna have a custom card there as well. So if a person wants their corporate logo on it or whatever, they won't have to wait 3 or 4 weeks for it. They'll be able to upload a copy of the logo, and we'll be able to take that and add it to the card and print it on the card and ship it out the next day. All right, so that's going to be very, very big, because we know that the quality of the card for a business owner or care what kind of business you have, it's appealing to have your own card with your logo on it, that represent your company and your business, okay? That's gonna be a really, really big seller for us, but it's part of the membership plan. So your first thing is we're breaking it up into two different things. You have to do this for the, to be compliant, 100% compliant. And this is important, this compliance stuff is very, very important because what's happening is we can never get big unless 100% of the compliance is in place, plain and simple. It's, because it's just gonna keep coming back again and again. And so what happens is a person will come on board, they will sign up for whatever membership they want, okay? $20, $50, or $70 membership. It's monthly membership. And that is all that they'll pay at that particular point in time, their card, all right? Now, when they go and select the card, okay, card design they want, if it's a custom card, then they'll pay for the custom design. But the actual price of the card, we're not going to charge them the actual price of the card, okay? Because that goes against some of the policies that they have, in place. So we're not going to charge for the price of the card. But what we are going to do is we'll ship that card out, and then the person will bill the person for that card, an actual card, whatever it is. Okay, we're gonna bill them for that. So when we bill them for the card, they can pay it simply by adding money to the card, and we can use card transfer or whatever built into the card program in order for them to pay it. All right. Now, so we, in a sense, for that side of the business, we become our own processor, so that we no longer have to worry about again some being scrutinized by these risk management people and all these different people with the merchant account that we are doing something that does not fit their business model or their risk, whatever. And so it's very important. Another thing too is send the card out to people and they're just getting the membership or whatever. There will be no refunds on that. 0 refunds. We're gonna make this extremely clear. No chargebacks either. I mean, the verbiage for chargebacks is gonna be very, very stringent because it just causes a problem. I'd rather a person not come on board with us at all if they have any inkling of an idea that they're that kind of mentality of people. And there's a lot of people out here who charge to and all types of things and come back and want to do a chargeback, and it just causes problems or whatever. And we want to definitely minimize that as much as possible, because again, we cannot get big without solving that situation right there. Just cannot get to the size that we want to get to as a company. Okay, it's very important. Okay, so now when you see the difference in the website is going to be extremely simple. I mean, it's going to be really, really, really simple stuff. All right, so people can go there, select a membership, join us, then they can go into their back office and design the card that they want. At that point in time, if they want to upgrade to elite, or the card to an elite card, or whatever they want to do, they'll be able to do all that in the back office. And just know that we'll ship that card out to them, okay? We'll ship the card out to them, and then we'll bill them for it. So right now, a lot of people that can't pay their monthly fees right at this moment, all right? What we're going to do is we're going to send out invoices here the moment that we have our new merchant account up. We're going to send out invoices to everybody so that they can go back to making their payments or what have you, okay? And, talk to the merchant company and they're gonna release some of that money to me here, because I talked to them last week, and they told me it would be, the gentleman told me that it would be, that they would send it, I think he said, overnight at Monday, but I called them Monday, and he said, talked to someone else, they said, well, it didn't go out because they have to get it approved through XYZ department, then it'll go out or whatever. So we're waiting on that money to arrive. And then for those of you who may have requests in, as soon as we get the check in from the merchant account, I'll be able to take care of that. Because it's for thousands of dollars, literally it's for thousands of dollars. So we just have, keep on working, work our way around that. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. I really should have written this down here, but the company that we're partnering with for the discounts, though, I think it's going to bring a lot to the table. I think people are going to really like it because I did some research and kind of looked around for something similar, and I really couldn't find anything as robust as this system on the market. It really, really, truly is something that I think we can be proud of, in order to get this, as an added benefit to what we already have. As far as the reporting to the Bureau, talk about that for a minute, all right? What I did was I basically hired a company, paid this company in order to help us go through this process. And so all of that is in motion right now. But I can tell you that system, when we do that first report, we'll report to, the people that's in the system right now, and it's probably, communicating with people, letting them know, when the actual time, when we get to that time where we're ready to do it, is we're gonna have to scrub those files, make sure that, there's no more junk in it. Hopefully the junk has left, but we can't take any risk on that. Once we do that, once we report that thing, they do that first report, my opinion again is that when a person comes on board with us, that's not something that we just give to a person they're reporting, when they walk through the door. That there will certainly be some form where they have to be with us and make on-time payments for 3-4 months, and we'll have that set up so that people know up front. But they'll have to make X amount of payments before they even qualify to be a part of our report. It is just next to impossible for us to police it, in my opinion. And if there's a way to do it, I didn't figure out a way. Because we know that we attract so many unscrupulous people. And so they don't care about me, they don't care about you, they don't care about anything but what they can come and get in order to, rip people off in a sense, and leave us all kind of holding the bag. And we just don't want that. I mean, again, what we have can be so beneficial to people that, but we just have to be mindful of the kind of people that are out there and how they basically don't care about nobody. They just want to, get what they can get as fast as they can get it and destroy it and leave a burning building, behind them. We could care less. So we want to be very mindful of that. And so that's something that I'm definitely going to keep my eye on 100%. I'm going to keep my eye on that situation. And at this point, I still don't want us selling the product or service to anyone based on the credit reporting thing, okay? That's not gonna be part of our new website, none of it. Nothing about credit at all is gonna be a part. Gonna be on there. And very, very, very little is going to be on there about the benefits of the card. Everything is going to be focused on the benefits of the membership. Okay, and remember, all this is for compliance reasons that we have to make these moves. But I think it's very important for us to do that in order to, because we just, you know, I've been beat up pretty bad, man. I've been beat up pretty bad. And this last one just really came in just a terrible time, you know. But you know, we'll work our way around that as well. Okay. And as a company, we're doing fine. I mean, we're doing fine. It's just that we just have to little stages here. We're still with our own card program and things of that nature. Still in the process of trying to raise the money that's needed to complete that process. Okay. Once we have completed that process, then that gives us a opportunity to really, in my opinion, go, do some mainstream things with our own card program. And so we got all the approvals. We now that the capital. So we had a meeting today with some people because I was trying to raise the capital. And, I never, I told you guys, I paid for all this stuff out of my pocket. I never really raised any money before. And so it looks as though raising money is not really my cup of tea because people are asking for things that are ridiculous, okay? And so I'm not going to make a bad deal to raise money. I'm just not going to do it, because I know what's on the table. I know how big of an idea this is, okay? So we started working on a plan. I started putting together a plan on how I could go earn the money, go make it, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. And so some of you guys are probably going to have a chance to work with me on this project here. So we go out and make us $250,000 here real quick, next 60 days. And it's with again, I'm pretty good at doing this kind of stuff, of putting together things that we go and sell. And when we sell it, we make a lot of money, right up front, okay, make a bunch of money. And so we worked on that today. And so I'll be giving you guys more updates on that. And so those of you who may really say you want to make $25,000, $50,000, something like that, here by this summertime, all right, then we might be able to do something, might be able to do something together on that program. I'll give you more detail. All right. And again, that program, when we do that, I'm gonna make it available to you guys. But just know that's certainly we can make a lot of money with it, but it's not as big of an idea as what we have on the table with our we have all the pieces in place, because that card can be in the pockets of millions of people. That's a multi-billion-dollar idea, okay? That Zblackcard. Hey, bro, I'm on a conference call right now, so I'll call you back as soon as I get it. But if you look in your back office, you'll see the update that we made with the numbers. Okay. All right. Sorry, that's one of the specials right there that we're working with. All right, but so the Zblackcard is a multi-billion-dollar idea. Okay, the thing that I'm getting ready to do right now to make this money that we need in order to do our billion-dollar deal, well, it's a $1 million idea. Okay, so it's a difference. Most people would go for the hey, Chris, I'm on a live on our conference call on our Wednesday conference call. You can jump on if you want. All right. So And sorry about that, but so these are people that been working with all day here. But um, again, most people be satisfied with having $1 million idea, and then that's good enough. Okay, and certainly there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, but I've kind of done those deals my whole life, and so now the deal that really interests me which is the most difficult one I ever done, is a deal that, again, like I said, is a multi-billion-dollar deal. Okay, it's a deal that once this deal is done, it'll pay us, it'll pay our children's children to eat off of this deal. Okay, so what I want to make sure that I'm making clear to everybody is that that's the prize right there. That's the prize. So when you see some of these other things or whatever that we're putting our attention on, it's designed to bring the kind of money to the table that it takes so that we're not giving up the big deal. We're not giving away the big deal. We go to work. We keep everything on the big deal together. We go to work and we make it happen together. Okay? So that we are prepared to do the big deal. All right? And so part of that is structuring our big deal so that it is bulletproof. It's bulletproof. A lot of things we didn't know going into this. We did not know. We had to learn it along the way. And certainly we have learned a lot. And so from this point, like I said, we're gonna make certain that aspect for our big deal, the Zblackcard program, is bulletproof. So you're gonna see those adjustments, and then as well as you're gonna see, a couple other little things that we're gonna go out here our end, and I started tweaking and putting it together, but here shortly, I'll reach out to you guys to kind of let you know. So if you want to do it in your community, something you'll be able to do in your own community, okay? Where you're at, where you live, whatever, I'll show you how to go do something, okay? Now, it's with the schools. Those of you who know me, you know anything about my background. I've made tons of money with schools. That's what I have done, made money with the schools. And I haven't done that lately. I haven't done anything with the schools lately. But I want to go test it out, make sure that we have all the pieces working the way it needs to work, that I make it available to you. And you'll be able to, with this program, you should be able to walk out of your door, okay, to the school in your neighborhood. And I'd be willing to bet you, the way it's set up, is that you'll go and with 2 days worth of work, which is going to be a day in this arena, represents about 3 hours a day. So about 6 hours worth of work, put $1,000 in your pocket. $1,000. So that's not bad for 6 hours worth of work, right? I'm gonna show you how to do it, because that's where I come from. And so whenever no matter what I'm doing and what I'm working on, whenever I get to a point where I need, to really make some big things happen, I'll typically go to that market and generate the money there. And again, nothing wrong with that market. I could stay in that market and make $1 million, a year or more. But not a $1 billion deal. It's not a multi-billion-dollar deal. So if I didn't have a multi-billion-dollar idea, then I would be doing the $1 million program, because saying this more than once, because I don't want it to get I don't want to muddy the water. I don't want people to think in one way or another that there's a means to the end. We can sit around and we can gripe about what we don't have, or I can roll my sleeves up and go get it. Okay, go get it. And I know how to go get it. I've been doing it my whole life. There's many people that came to me and say, well, Troy, why don't you, um, I'm very hesitant to take people's money. Okay, very hesitant to, for somebody, to try to bring a group of people together and say, okay, we all put up X amount of dollars, whatever, to make this happen. Very hesitant to do that because I know the dangers in it. What happens is, you take money from the wrong person or whatever, and then boy, they just, they'll drag you through the mud. Um, they'll, it's just not, it can end bad when you take money from the wrong people. So I'm very careful of that because what people do is they turn an investment into a loan. Somewhere in their mind, it turns from an investment to a loan. The moment you take their money, the clock starts ticking, okay? You got X amount of dollars, they want the world. They don't read, they don't understand business, and they want it all right then and there. And if they don't get it right then and there, then you rip them off, you did this and that. And I just don't have time for that. I just don't have time. So just go make the money, all right? Do what we need to do and keep moving forward, all right? So the good thing about it is that there's some synergy there too. So when we go, I'm sure you how to go and make the money. A lot of those people in those situations will end up allowing you, helping you in your Zblackcard business as well, okay? So, we'll keep this really short to the point. That's really kind of the update I have for you. Again, the Z700 Club, you're going to start seeing the, evaluations coming to you. By the way, if you have not gone in and set up, got logged into your back office, let your people know to log in the back office and set up the privacy guard. Told you in the beginning to go with Experian.com, but we need you now to go to Privacy Guard and set up that account with them and change your username and password to the Privacy Guard account. When you do that in our system, we're going to know because we can't help you unless you upgrade to Privacy Guard. Okay, you move over to Privacy Guard because that's the system that the specialists are using in order to help you with your. Gotta be Privacy Guard. The moment that you do it in our system, we're going to know you did it. Okay, so if you don't, as long as the system shows that you haven't done it, then they're not going to move forward with your. They can move forward with your processing your file for the Z700 Club. All right, but that is certainly something that you need to get it done right away because this is happening right now. Matter of fact, when I get off this call here, we're going back to work on that, and because we're going through the system that we put together, make sure that they know all the moving pieces and stuff like that. And so there's a good understanding here, right? So that's happening. As far as the reporting to the credit bureau thing goes, again, I paid a company already to do everything for us that needs to be done there. So just waiting for that to happen. We're not that far away from that. I mean, it's certainly less than 30 days away. We should have that wrapped up, and I'm hoping, half of that time is what I'm hoping for. But somewhere around that time frame, hoping to have that done. Also, the website for those just coming on, you're going to see a new updated website. To you, if you don't notice, you may look at it, and we're changing our marketing focal point from us marketing the card, to us marketing a membership program that's compliant with merchant and people and everybody else. It fits within the framework of what works for them. Okay, but we'll still, of course, doesn't change our compensation plan at all. Doesn't change any of those maneuvers. There will be a difference in the way a person places their order. They'll just get their membership first. Once they get the membership, they can go in and place the order for the card. Okay, when they card, they won't pay for it up front. Okay, they will not pay for the card up front. We will process that card order for them, pick whatever card design they want, elite, whatever they want, upgrades that they want to do. They will pick that. We then, so the process of ordering is going to get very, very simple. Person will be able to sit down and order in 2 minutes, It won't be nearly as complicated, okay? When they go in the back office and order the card and such, and if they want to do custom, they'll be able to have a custom card as well. And they won't pay for that up front. We're going to make it, send it to them, and then use the card that we send to them in order to collect the money, is the plan. So if some people get it or whatever, and they don't ever send the money to us, then, we'll figure out a way to deal with them. But for the most part, we need to do it that way because we cannot collect the money for the card, in a sense, through a merchant account situation because they don't like that. They don't like it. And I'm tired of fighting with them because I can't win. I can't win that fight. So use our own card to collect our money and that aspect of the business. So we should allow us to grow the size that I want us to grow to. So that's really kind of the updates I wanted to share with you at this particular point. So, Dean, if you want to set up, I'm happy to take questions.
Excellent. Well, first of all, great update. Thank you for always being proactive and looking ahead. And sure, you are 10X. Don't think you're not. Don't let anybody ever try to tell you that you're not steady at the helm with everything you do out there. We appreciate it. Got a few hands up here, and we'll start with, and guys, we'll keep this very quickly, but service related. Realize that we have a support ticket system that is caught up and up to date. You can submit your ticket, get an answer very quickly from our administration. If it's not the plan or the model, those are the types of questions we're looking for tonight, and we'll go ahead and start with David Albion.
Hello.
Hey, David.
Yes, I have a few questions. One was in regard to the new system of membership. Is that going to be in addition to like the card membership? So if we opt in at the combo for the card, and we also need to have or not necessarily, also would opt in for $20 or $50 or $70 for the membership. It's a separate 20, 50, 70.
Yeah, it's going to be totally separate. And we're still putting the system together, so I'll have a lot more details for you guys as we move forward. I'm hoping to be able to, the new website that we'll be able to, I'll be able to, look at it tonight because they're building it. And so tonight we're supposed to be able to go through it and I get a better feel for it. But just know that we are separating the card order from the membership plan. Right now,
Okay.
kind of, they were always kind of separate, but you did them kind of at the same time. You pick your card, then you pick your plan, okay? Well, this way you're gonna pick your plan and then you pick your card later through your back office. We're not gonna out there, we may do it, just kind of depends on the feel or whatever, but our main thing is compliance is our main focus, is that we want to be 100% compliant so that no matter who looks at us, okay sign. So anything that can jeopardize that or put a question mark, we want to clean all that up, okay?
Cool. Okay. Another question is, will there be an elite addition to the membership, like, so that we don't have lost
It's
income in
exactly
that?
it's no different. None of that changes. That's just gonna be a part of an upgrade for your card. When you order your card, you can get that elite status, okay? Oh, something else I forgot about too. It's gonna be a new bonus I mentioned to you guys about the Infinity bonus, okay? The Infinity bonus is gonna be strictly for, founders, okay? So if you're a founder, you get that Infinity bonus, which allows you to earn, you know, limited levels deep, all right? Strictly for the founders. So I want to throw that in there.
Okay. So another thing I wanted to ask and or perhaps say is, I've been out in the field with Zblackcard, and I had one question come back, or a couple questions. One was, how do their guests put the custom name on it, on their
Okay.
card?
Right. All right, good question. The two hotels that we have that we're working with, they're not putting the customer's names on it, okay? They're not putting the customer name.
Okay.
Because, so we designed the key for them and everything, but they want to be able to, when they rent a suite or a really nice customer, whatever, they have an option of giving them the little cheap plastic key or upgrading the key to something special, okay? And so pretty much the design will be exactly the same. And the same thing with the private concierge service or whatever. But if they have that service and they want to offer it, okay, then they can do so. You know, because they can customize it kind of to fit whatever their needs are. And so we're finding that that the way that they look at it, again, at this point, all we can do is share with you what has happened so far. But because in the beginning, when you have a product and you bring it to market, you kind of think of what you can do with it and you put it together, but the market would really tell you what it's about.
That's so true.
Yeah, the market would tell you, so you got to pay attention to the market. And so,
okay, so I got two other questions that came from the going out to the different hotels. Mm-hmm. And even though the brochure states about 10 or so different card systems that you work with, is one of them has one that's not on there. So I was wondering if you've heard of Vision Line and if that's also possible. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, here's the point. Whatever they have, whatever system they're on, this is where if they have an interest or whatever, we just need to get one, sample card from them, or we just need to talk to them and find out what it is they're using, and then we can match it up, because that's what we like. The two hotels, one is a RFID card,
right,
and uses a magnetic strip, so they're totally different. But we can work
right.
We can work with either one.
So the last thing was Marriott is like on a buying spree or whatever. They're like into everything. Like no longer are some of these hotels their own. I mean, they're owned by name, but anything they do, operations or changes or their choices, and it's all done through Marriott Corporate International. So nothing like Westin or anybody Marriott related with all the mergers that they've done are going to be done unless it's going to be good for all of it. It's either an all or nothing kind of thing. So kind of avoid Marriott at this point until we get established in the market. And then maybe we'll start going after Marriott and see how they might change. Because we've just gone through a big, huge buying spree of a bunch of things over the past month. And nothing's changing without it going through anything. So it's not just Westin or JW Marriott or Ford or whoever. If they're doing something, it's going everywhere or it's not going anywhere with it.
Okay. These tend to be, on deals like this, from my experience, they're more difficult to close a deal like this than like what I'm going to show you how to do in the school thing. That's very easy to do. But when I work with the school thing and I had my program that was for the paperless file program for that document management system that I designed. Well, that sale was a whole lot different. Okay. And so what you're gonna find is that the hotel, the big hotel chains or whatever that are, they're not individually owned, like Holiday Inn, those seem to be, a lot of them are individually owned by, so they kind of have some autonomy to kind of do what they want to do. Now again, I didn't know that until the just from going out there and speaking to um, the gentleman, that we were able to find these things out. So that's kind of where we're at now, the fact finding phase, where we know we have something here. Um, and that product, I think, is going to grow into a product that's going to make a lot of people money. Um, at the stages now, we're still learning. So the more doors we knock on, the more we're going to learn. And it's just a matter of time before, again, we put that product into the right hands. And once somebody closes a really big deal. And
I'm definitely looking at the aspect of it and totally excited about it. I think it's really awesome to realize how corporate when it's more boutique or kind of individual, but it's more individual business for the ability to actual location, their country and all. Which it's very exciting. I went out for about 4 hours yesterday, and I published about 15, 20 contacts and all that. No one's ready for time because the conventions that were in and last minute had to do for that day or things, but none of it was appointments either. And just have an appointment
to breaking up quick thing. So just contact me, tomorrow, and we can talk more in detail about it, okay?
Absolutely. I think you awesome information tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, David. Okay, let's go with Ali. Ali, are you there, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Mason, how you doing today?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Good. Yes, sir. Real quick, what came to mind when you mentioned about having to mail off the cards and didn't receive the money, the first thing that came to my mind to protect Ztegrity was, in order for the card holders to activate the card, they have to pay it first. You know what I mean? So if there's a way for you to work it so that in order for them to actually use it, they have to pay. And I think that'll avoid people just running away with the card and doing whatever they want without paying.
Well,
I mean, just
actually, it's the reverse to that. Before we ship it, we're probably going to have them activated before we ship it. Because see, what happens is,
right. That's what it would make me feel comfortable doing that way too.
Yeah, because what happens, the worst thing that we can do is issue an account to somebody and they never activate it. Okay, that's not good. And so when I get people, it makes me cringe almost when people tell me this. Oh, I got the card, I never activated because I didn't join for the card. I just wanted the credit line, trade line.
Okay.
Well, that's not who we are.
Right.
Who we are. I mean, you can go buy a trade line anywhere. Go, buy a trade line over there, trade line plus or somebody. And so it put us down on a road that really, I never really wanted to be on that road here. I'm wise enough to know better. And so, so the fortune, again, a lot of people, they can't see it. Even though it's right in front of them, every card they got right now worth billions of dollars, every one of them. Fortune is, but they're so small-minded that they can't see the fortune. They can't see it. A lot of people, all they can see is this one little teeny-weeny thing. They don't see the big picture. The card is nice. The card is nicer than virtually any card out there on the market today. It's nicer.
Right.
So there's a place for products like that are nicer than other people's product. You know, so I have no issue at all that we'll be able to put that product in the hundreds of thousands, possibly even millions of people's hands. Okay, that's absolutely going to happen. But to get to that point, like I said, you know, it's one obstacle in our way, and that is the fact that we need to conclude the business where we have our own BIN number, MasterCard BIN number, and,
Right.
and to do that again, it's about $250,000, and it's not something that I can pay, like $1,000 a week or $2,000 a week. I can't pay it like that. You know, it's lump sum payments. They got to be.
Yeah.
So that means you got to come up. You either got to raise the money in that lump sum fashion, which, you know, I spent time doing that, and maybe if I was not as, maybe if I didn't understand business as well as I do, I probably would have had the money by now, you know, but
Okay.
I just refuse to do something stupid.
Well, we all appreciate that.
You know, and you know, and so I'm just not going to do it because I'm not desperate. I'm not in a rush or whatever. Everybody else is in a rush, but I'm not. You know, so if it take extra 6 months, extra year, whatever. You know, because I know that when it's done, you tell somebody, hey, yeah, you got a multi-billion-dollar company. It took you, you know, 4 years to do it. Well, hell, you know, who wouldn't undertake that deal? You know, you do it in 4 years. It's just funny how it looks ridiculous to people on one side, but when you're looking back, it looks like a cakewalk when you look back. That guy, Jeff Bezos or something, I mean, guy lost money for 14 years, you know, before he started turning a profit. And so, you know, you think about stuff like that, people just, for some reason, they can't see it while you're in the middle of it. They can only see it once you walk through and make it through the other end, and now you look back and they go, oh yeah, that was worth it. That 14 years was of sacrifice. They probably have no idea what that man went through.
Right.
In order to get there. I can imagine Elon Musk, can you imagine starting a company like SpaceX and you already, you're a billionaire and you got all your money on the line. This man said this, I think it was on his third rocket. He said, if that rocket had blew up like the other two, that was it. He was done. He was, and everybody made fun of him. So you say his joke was, you know, you turn a billionaire, you let him start a rocket company or something like that.
Right.
Can you imagine sitting there and you launch a rocket and this is millions and millions of dollars and you just watch it blow up, boom, gone in a second. That's it, gone. So we don't know, you know, what these people go through. And that's one of the reasons I come on here every Wednesday. And I tell you the good, the bad, and the I tell y'all, you know, it wasn't a great week. It was not. We've had better weeks.
Sure.
So what am I gonna do about it? I'm rolling my sleeves up, okay, and I'm gonna go get the money.
Right. Keep working.
You know, I'm not gonna borrow it. I'm not gonna give away the company for it. I'm gonna go earn it. Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna go earn it, and I'm gonna show those once I have the numbers in. I know that I'm gonna invite my core people. Hey, you wanna make some quick money? Go do this right here in the school right down the street from your home. Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm going to say too, Mr. Mason. I live in North Carolina, and I am right here this time raising my hand. I've been tuning in since August 5th. Every week, the vision is extremely clear, well beyond the cards. I've been listening very well to you over the past 6, 7 months. I get it. So I want to help. I'm willing to help. I'm fully attuned to the importance of delaying gratification and the discipline it takes to get that done. So
Sure.
I would like to help you. I'll be honest.
And let me tell you something. What I like about this is we have a group of people. We have a group of people. So we got, it's probably no more than 200, okay? But we got 200 people that we can mobilize. And remember this, okay? Now, in this situation I'm talking about right here, I said you make 1,000, okay? I'm gonna show you how to go out and make $1,000. Well, we make $1,000 too on our side, all right?
Yeah.
So if I get 200 people to go out and each make $1,000 or $2,000, we got all the money we need.
Yeah.
We got all the money we need. And then I got 200. I go to like with the movie 300 where he went to war with 300 people and soldiers. And the guy says, he came up to him in the mountains. He says, why did you have so few? He said, we got all these people. He said, hey, you, what do you do? So I'm a carpenter. What do you do? I break horses, whatever. He calls one of those guys. He says, Spartans. What do you do? We're soldiers.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Soldiers than you see. And so we can do this thing. I mean, we got enough core to really, we don't need thousands of people, to move this mountain. Just need a couple hundred people right here. I'm gonna show you what to do. Don't make the money. Everybody gonna come running, whatever. And I know that they're gonna come running. But this is for a select group of people.
Yes, sir.
A lot of cash in this. There's a lot of cash money in this, and so we got to be careful. There's people out here that they don't have the scruples. They don't have the scruples, and so we can't put them in a position, in a sense, where there's a lot of cash money on the table, and they mess something up, because it's just we got to be real mindful of who we let into that.
I agree.
Gotta be mindful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, Dean.
Thanks, Ali. Appreciate you, sir. Okay, next we have Mary.
Good evening. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Thank you, Mr. Mason. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I applaud you. This is the best thing you have said in a long time, that you're not gonna sell us out to the money sharks.
No.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And I raised my hand before Ali did. I'm in.
I know, and you know what? You're gonna have fun when we do the thing. It's just a project. I call it a project when we do it. But here's the cool thing about this project: you're gonna make that money every year. Okay.
Cool. Residual.
Show you how to do it, and they're gonna call you back next year to come do it again. Okay?
Yep.
And you can really get big with it if you want to. Okay. And but I can only let enough people in, because it's not one of those things where we can have 10,000 people doing this. So the people that are on board with me, I'm gonna give you a skill set, okay? Show you how to do it, But before I do that, I'm gonna test it out. What I like about it, doesn't take. You probably already have everything you need to do it right now in your possession. You might not have to go buy one single thing. You might need one thing. But potentially for under $100, you can go out and make this money. Okay, so that's what I like about it. It's not expensive for a person to get started. To duplicate what we're going to be doing here. And so And it's not hard. I mean, I can probably teach you how to do it 30 minutes, an hour. Literally, something that'll pay you thousands of dollars a year. I can probably show it to you in 1 hour.
Well, and again, I just think I'm just very grateful that you're being humble enough to share this with us and to recognize that it's better to just go out and earn the money yourself.
Go get it. And you know, that's a tough pill to swallow. You know that because you know, there's I follow the investments and things of that nature and all this and that. And so the way I'm doing it is not typical. You know, normally when you have a really, really great program, we got, you know, see our business plan. We got a beautiful, I mean, amazing business plan, all of this stuff. All right. So I know the offers that I'm getting just hadn't really hit the right person's hands, and I don't have those connections or whatever, because I've never had to raise money before. So, you know, being an entrepreneur, I'm just, you know, I don't have to sit around and just react to stuff. You know, I don't have to do that. And so once, you know, I realized that that's what I'm doing, I'm sitting around waiting for somebody to make a decision on this, that, and another. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of it. I ain't got no more time to wait. Go and do it.
Well, I think it's also in your DNA to be proactive, and
Right.
and you've expressed your frustration, you know, shared it with us, and because it's just that's not your nature to be weighty, and
Right.
this is a much better way to go. You know, we've got awesome people. It's and I mean I'm certain that there's many of us that have the skill sets already to.
Sure, absolutely. So we're gonna put this together. So I'll let you guys know. Again, I'm not playing around. I'm not playing. Tell you that the phone call, initial phone calls, probably went out today, and then so tomorrow I'll be sitting across the table from someone tomorrow in 2 schools. And then next week, we're gonna put this, my goal is to go generate this money next week, you know, so.
Fantastic.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
Thanks, Dean.
Okay, next we have Kenny G up, or Kenny G rather.
Kenny G.
Star-studded cast. Kenny, are you with us? Try it one more time. You may have to unmute us on your side, sir. All right, Kenny, one more time. I'm going to unmute you, and if you have this muted down on your handset, there we go.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry about that. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
So the situation with the merchant account, when we make our payments, will it be a problem? Because I made a payment today.
We didn't charge you today.
Oh,
What happens, you're gonna see the money's still there, okay?
uh-huh.
So what's gonna happen is, we got the new merchant account. We haven't made it active yet till we get the site up, because we don't want it to, we don't want to run into the same problems. Again, when they go looking at, you know, what it is you order from us or whatever, we need them to see it, you know, in a format that is acceptable to them, all right? So, we'll be in touch with you once we have that up And so you'll be able to, we'll probably just end up sending you an invoice or something for you to pay. Click and pay.
Is that through in the back office, or will that be through
You
email?
know, I'm not sure, but we will communicate with you. So you'll probably get an email from us. You know, you know, you may get a phone call. Okay.
Okay.
Because this has happened since I think last week, Wednesday or Thursday. So we got a list of everybody that we need to reach out to, in addition to the people that need to make their monthly payment as well.
Okay.
I will be getting phone calls, but we're also going to probably send out an invoice as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Kenny. Great question. Okay, next we have KS Events.
All right, Tiffany, great job. I appreciate your help on that.
KS, are you with us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I signed up for Ztegrity around the time that you guys were switching to a new bank.
Mm-hmm.
However, I was never able to see the trade line post on my credit to this day.
Okay. All right. Did you hear the first part of the call? I talked about the trade lines.
No, I got on towards the end to get this question answered.
Okay, let me give you my phone number. You call me direct, okay? And I'll go through it with you again.
Okay, one moment. What's your phone number?
832-876-2700.
832-876-2700.
Yes, ma'am. What's your name?
My name is Kanisha.
Okay, just give me a call in about an hour, okay?
An hour? Okay.
Hour, yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Keisha. And just for the benefit of the body of the audience, this will be up on Debit Card TV as quickly as I can possibly burn it down from the Zoom platform, which should be relatively quick. They've been making some minor adjustments to their material as well. They got the new Zoom voice out, some other things you guys might want to be aware of. So it's going to be a lot of fun as we move ahead into 2019 here. Okay, let's go with Jared Beatty. Actually, excuse me. Let me move up and grab Rodney real quick.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
Doing fine, man.
Good, good. Hey, Dean, how are you?
Doing good, sir.
All right, I apologize. I got on the Zoom kind of late. I've been running all day, but I caught part, Mr. Mason, when you was talking about the memberships, and you know you're going to be redoing it. I guess my question to you would be, so we're going to be selling memberships first, and then if they want to buy the card, they can get the card. In the event, let's say in the event that they don't purchase the card and they only purchase the membership, what product then are we actually selling as far as the membership is concerned?
Yeah, it's amazing service. Shopping discounts, 500,000 retailers. We have restaurant discounts that every major brand, a lot of 2-for-1 deals, buy one get one free type deal, travel, entertainment discounts and things of that nature. And it's really worthwhile. It really is. It's not just fluff and junk. It's really stuff that will benefit people tremendously. Help them save money pretty much with almost everything that they're doing, you know, when they make a purchase. And it's a bill like a phone app type situation where, and it's pretty much wherever you travel, wherever you go. If you're in New York or California, it doesn't matter. That this system will allow you to find access deals and discounts.
Okay. Good. Your voice, the audio going out on your side.
Oh, you didn't hear me? Did you hear me? Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
I call all the you know the the first part, except the last that you said.
Okay, just really, what we're saying here is that it's a system that I feel proud to offer. Okay.
Okay.
I'm very proud to offer it, and I did some research and looking around. I haven't seen anything like this, as robust as this is. You know, so I feel very, very good about offering this and bringing this to the table.
Okay.
It's going to help us in a number of ways, because that membership, when people look at it and see all of the things that it offers and what have you, that it will help us with a lot of compliance things that we need to make sure we have 100% in place.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I was just wondering, what it was. I mean, you probably mentioned it, in the beginning of the call.
Like 3 times.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't catch it. Okay. Well, thank you. So, and then the prices stay the same too, I guess. Huh?
Yeah. Nothing changes. All the pricing and all that stuff stays the same. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Rodney. Appreciate you, sir. Yeah, that's going to be a very welcome addition, Troy, because for years in the merchant vendor arena, these products have been out there for sale for a very long time. But how do you reach a mass market? And now that they have, people are really taking advantage of them, especially with technology. So really good call.
This technology is incredible, man. I mean, it truly, it takes something that it is using the latest technology and they're doing it in such a way that, people kind of talk about it or whatever, or kind of wish that things work this way. Well, this works the way you wish it would work,
Yeah, absolutely. Shopping, dining, travel, entertainment, these are things that people, love to do with their money, and so absolutely.
There's deals all around you. You just don't know what they are, okay? And so this way you have access to it. I don't care whether it's getting your car washed or dry cleaning or grabbing lunch, okay? All of that's there, all of it. You want to go play golf, you want to go to a basketball game or whatever, you'll have access to getting discounts to do those types of things. So it's all there, very robust. I was very impressed.
Well, it's really important for merchants and vendors today too, because we're coming through the information. We're into technology, and it's really about how much of your attention they can capture. And so this is a great way to reach out to literally hundreds of thousands, potentially millions of people. So yeah. Let's go with Mr. Jared Beatty.
All right, Troy, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, Troy, real quick question. Me and my sponsor and a couple of my guys on my team, we were looking to put a PDF together or a PowerPoint. And I was trying to figure out the ways that we're getting paid. I know you mentioned on 2 calls ago that we're doing an infinity bonus possibly in the near future. One, do you have a time frame on when you might be implementing that into our compensation plan? And right now, which ways do we get paid? I know we have the gas start bonus, the unilevel, and the 3x10 matrix. Are we still doing those 3 for now, or?
Yes. Okay, but here's the thing. We have, of course, the commission. Okay, basically 25 to 50%, depending. First 2 orders, 25%. Every order after that, the purchase is made by somebody you refer, you get 50%. Then it's the VIP, which is the 3x10 matrix. Then we have, which goes 10 levels deep. Then we have the unlimited wide unit level, which is our auto reward. So it's unlimited wide, okay? But it's only 4 levels deep, okay? Unit level. Then we have the matching bonus on that unit level plan, all right?
Got it.
Then we have our infinity bonus, for founders, that goes unlimited levels deep, okay? Unlimited levels deep. And then we have the final thing is, hold on, we got one more thing. I forgot.
Okay.
I got a PowerPoint. What is the last thing we got?
Right.
Maybe we don't have another one. I'm just probably
No, that's wonderful, Troy. What you have right there. If you could actually, I was gonna jot all that down, but would you think you'd be able to put that maybe in the back office? And
I'll put it I'll put it up in the back office. It'll be there tomorrow. It's done. I completed it last night. And so it's the whole PowerPoint, the entire PowerPoint. And I broke it down where I put like the comp plan. And so it takes you through each one of those things.
Okay.
So so you'll be able to follow and see it in detail what each one of those things are doing.
Okay, great. And you said it might be up tomorrow, maybe sometime?
Yeah, actually, when I get off this call, as soon as I get off this call, I'm gonna send it to my IT guy to see if he can go and get it up tonight. All right?
That'd be great.
So I'm trying to see. I'll probably have him put version 2. So when you go in your back office and you look at the PowerPoint presentation, if it say like V2 on it, you'll know that that's it. I'm gonna have him label it so you'll know that it's a new version. Okay.
Okay. Sounds great. Sounds great.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks, Jared. Okay, now we have Xavier James. Xavier, if you're there, I can barely hear you. Go ahead and speak up just a little bit, sir.
Mr. Mason, you need to get your money's worth out of me.
Yes, I know. I haven't forgot about you. There's a little turmoil here with the merchant account thing.
My wife said I'm getting on her nerves around the house. I need to go to work.
Be careful. Be careful what you ask for.
Well, in light of that, I wanted to know whether or not you got the email that you had something that you want. I don't want to be very specific, but you had something that you wanted to send me, and so I created an email specifically for that. Did you get that, sir?
Send it back to me here.
Okay, I will. And the other thing is,
if I don't catch it, but it gets buried, man. So I probably get about 500 emails a day.
I understand. I would like to also the privilege of at least working on articulating not the new compensation, but the changes. So even if it isn't the final product, I would like to maybe help articulate your vision so that it's clear and concise for everyone involved. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, tonight we are kind of fine tuning some things there. So I just kind of sent the information off, and so tonight I'm hoping to see it. Sometimes it'd be up here. When you see it, it's just totally different.
Absolutely.
Than what it was in your mind. So we're gonna look at that tonight and make some minor adjustments. So tomorrow you reach out to me, let you see what we.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. All right, now we have caller 6226.
Hey, James, Mr. Mason, how y'all doing?
Good, fine.
Outstanding. This is Thomas. I talked with you the other day about my sponsor not having a card, but I can call you again on that. I have a question about the invite. Do we have to have all the information in there? I know the email is critical. Do all the other information have to be there to do the invite?
I don't think so. If it'll let you know when you try to send it. If it's mandatory, it'll let you know, but it's probably not all mandatory.
I think the city and state is in the email. I'm not sure about the rest of it.
Okay. Well, whatever. Again, this is just for your information because it logs that in your report, so that when you go back and look at it, if you didn't know the city and state, it doesn't matter. You can just put anything in there. All right. But you're probably going to need an accurate, of course, email address to get it there. And if you don't, like for the cell phone the number, you don't know a carrier, whatever. Because you know, if you don't have a carrier selected, part of the program when it's all said and done is you'll be able to also use that to send text messages out to people, as well as an email. Because email, and it's, you know, a lot of people are not, email is probably one of the worst ways today seem to get in touch with people. A lot of people don't do that, you know.
Well, one last question about that. You have two options on there, to close them yourself or have someone else close them. Can you elaborate a little bit on the process of someone else closing? And that's all I have.
Okay, yeah, you know, if you have someone else close it, basically what happens is we have a, lead will come to a specific space where we have a list of those leads. And so I have someone that can pick up the phone and call for you. And what they do, if they close it, they'll do what's called like a split commission with you, okay? Whereas whatever that commission is, they'll split. You'll get half, they get half. So that's how it works.
Very good. Thank you, sir. All right, next we have Mr. Chris Gladstone.
Good day, Troy.
Hey, Chris.
Mate, I thought I'd better catch you now before I head off. I've been with you since. Am I echoing there? Is my voice echoing?
No, I can hear you.
That's good. Okay. Yeah. I just looked. I've been with you. Come April this year, be 4 years, we started to sleep. And just looking at it, so I gather you're talking there about raising funds, about getting on the schools and chasing schools.
Yes.
Which I did with, I started back in 16, August 16. I've got 30 odd schools here now in my book in front of me. I gather I can talk to you later on about getting back onto those again. Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's a little different. It's a different program that we rolled out. I don't know how it, you know, I don't know enough about the culture there. So when you see it, you can make, you know, see if it would be, have an appeal, you know, to that, you know, group of students.
Mate, I taught schools in Western America.
See, here's the thing. What I'm doing is something I did a long time ago. Okay, I did this. Oh my God, let's see. 30 years ago. I did this 30 years ago, and I made so much money doing it. I made tons of money doing it, and I stopped doing it. You know, I kind of just moved on to other things or whatever. But a lot of people told me I should do it again. You know, I should do it again. But my first thought was that it was more or less, it was a, you know, sometimes, you know, it's a simpler product, but, you know, I'm looking at all the technology out here today and stuff, and I say, well, would a simpler product like that work today? And so we're going to find out if it works. But if it does work, what's cool about it is that it is very easy to do. Very, very, very easy to do. And so we've been working on it today, and I think it has a chance. I think it does. I think it does. I tell you, the product is for high school seniors. That's what this product is for. High school seniors. And so,
it's something I can do in Australia.
So when they, you know, when you sell something to a high school senior, here's another thing. Either they all want it or none of them want it. There's no in between, okay? So when I sold this, there was some school accounts I was making 10 grand because everybody wanted it. Everybody. You know, I remember we would collect the money. Tell you a story. We would collect the money. I would have like a garbage bag, okay? Because we couldn't put it in because they would pay us the money in ones, fives, you know, and dollars, I mean, coins and stuff like that. And then the was so even more funny is the kid would take his money out of his pocket, right? And it'd be all balled up. He just take it and drop it on the counter. And so we take the money out, just try to straighten it out or whatever. I take it, I put it in the trash bag. It's like a big trash bag full of money. That's why I say we got to be careful with this because there's a lot of cash kind of thing, you know. And so, yeah, I remember those that day. So it's something that you know, we're gonna roll back out here, and if it works, then I'll let you guys know. But if it, you know, does, it's a lot of fun. You'll have a lot of fun with it, and the students have a lot of fun with it as well. And it's something that we do year after year. The mistake I made with the first time around was that when I first created it, was strictly for seniors. Okay, juniors couldn't get it, the sophomores, freshmen, nobody else could get it but the seniors. But what happened was I was selling to seniors for like 3-4 years, and then the juniors, they just bugging me so bad, so finally one day I said, okay, you can have it too. Now let the other students have it. But what happened is once the other students were able to get it, the seniors didn't want it no more, okay? So I wasn't thinking, I wasn't thinking far enough ahead, you know? So once the seniors didn't want it, then all of a sudden the juniors didn't want it and the sophomores, so you know, my sales started to decline, so I just kind of pulled out of the market. But I said, if I ever go back into it again, I'm gonna make sure that it's only for seniors. That way, the next year, those juniors who see the seniors with it, they want to stand in line to get it because they know it's for them. And they know the kids behind them can't have it. So it's their time to shine and have it, access to it. And so...
is it practical to do it in Australia?
I don't know. I don't know yet. It's not a question.
I'll come back to that.
Let me run the test. And if it works the way I think it is, then we'll let you do a test in Australia. Okay?
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Next question.
We run the test. Great.
The concern I have is founders. Okay. When you just mentioned before that there's going to be an infinity bonus for founders. Founders, I gather, is restricted to 100 people. What happens if it comes next?
It's not restricted. Founders is not restricted to 100 people.
So what are the qualifications now to become a founder?
10 referrals.
Right, so you've got 10 referrals, you are a founder. So anyone in 10 years' time can come in and become a founder.
Yes, and then they'll get this infinity bonus. Big bonus, probably the biggest bonus we got.
Yeah, okay. Well, mate, you got other things to do. I'll come back to you in a couple of hours anyway.
Okay, brother. All right.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. Gotta go. Thanks, Dean.
Thanks, Chris. Have a great night. One little point of clarification, sir. Is that 10 active, or is that just 10 overall for the Founding Club?
That's 10. That's 10 overall.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go with Mr. Sam. Mr. Sam? Try that one more time. Once again, sir, you may have to unmute us on your side. There we go.
Hi, good evening, Mr. Mason and Dean, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, clear.
Okay, I have a question. I have a comment as well. The one comment to the one gentleman that had the question regarding the invite feature. One idea is what Mr. Mason came up with, when he initially introduced the idea, initially introduced the feature was to, if you have an alternate email address, you can test it out like that and email use your alternate email and test it, just to see how that works.
You can put your email address in the system. You don't even need, you can send it to yourself.
Exactly. That's pretty much what I meant. Yeah, you can send it to yourself and you can test it out. And I don't think you need the phone number, city, state. I think an email would just work. I know I did it back when it first, came out. Just can't quite remember how it worked out, but I think it's just the email, it worked out that way. Okay, Mr. Mason, the one question I have is, from here you mentioned the invoice, earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I began to think, I'm thinking because I subscribed already, and I've subscribed some time ago, and it's already been automatically taken from my account that I have that I entered in when I click subscribe.
Sure.
Now I was wondering, I mean, now that you're mentioning invoices, I mean, it's a way for me to unsubscribe and wait on an invoice to come, or is it okay to just...
Subscriptions now are no good. They're gone with that processor that came in and pulled the rug from underneath it. That's gone.
Okay.
Okay, so we're not charging any more through that system. Zero.
Okay, so that means that the automatic payment that's due in 5 days, it's not going to take from my...
It is not going to take it. It is not.
Okay, so I wait for the invoice and I do it that way.
And what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to automatically take a payment from anybody. Okay, I'm going to send an invoice and let the people who want to participate for them to then do so. Because I don't want a penny from somebody who's who have no intentions on whatever reason. I don't want it.
Okay, got it. Okay, so I'll just wait for the invoice. I receive the invoice. I'll go ahead and make my monthly payment that way then.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Okay, it looks like we have, excuse me, Mike is up next.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I was just asking, what are the qualifications for Founders Club?
Yeah, 10 people, 10 referrals come in and sign up with 10.
Okay, all right.
All right, thank you, Mike.
Let's see your back office as well.
Thank you.
Let's see that. Let's see in your back office. It'll tell you, I think, how many people you need.
Okay. All right.
Oh, sorry, sir. Didn't mean to clip you. Thought you were wrapped up. Yeah, one a week, Founders Club in no time. One a month, just a few months out, you're founder, and you're layered in deep. It's easy.
That infinity bonus is going to be a big one for people, for our founders. And I was thinking about it. I said, if I limit it to the founders, that's a really good thing for our founders to have that, separate them from everybody else, because that's a big bonus right there. Big bonus.
Incredible incentive. Once people really lock down on what you're presenting there, I mean, it's one of those Elon Musk moments, buddy.
That's a big one right there. It's a big one.
It's big. That's really big. Okay, so now we're down to Donna Williams.
Hello, Troy. How are you this evening?
We're fine, Donna. How are you?
Good. Listen, I have a couple of questions for you. So I understand we're back to the invoices again. My payment's actually due today, so just don't pay it and just wait for the invoice.
Yeah. Just wait on the invoice. We get you.
Okay.
At the merchant account.
Okay.
I'm not gonna move until our website matches it's in compliance. Okay. Because I can't do this no more. I refuse to go through this. I refuse to. So they won. They beat me. Give them what they want, and so that's it. But,
okay, I have a little direct deposit that's coming on that card, like this evening. Is it gonna go through?
Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't affect any of that.
Okay, so that's okay. Okay. The other question is about the hotel keys. I want to know that when I come to the point where a hotel is asking for pricing, is it excuse me, is it $5 for one, or is there a limit? How does that work?
You know what? Hey, put me on the phone with them. Say, hey, you don't have the pricing. That you can have someone from the company talk to them, so I can kind of get some idea of the numbers, what kind of numbers they're talking about, or whatever. Because we're gonna cut a deal. I'm gonna tell you now. Because to me, this is found money. So we just, we're gonna cut a deal, and we're not gonna break the bank, on probably one small deal. However, extra 250 a month, 500 a month, that's some good money. You know, I'm saying that's some good money.
Yeah, some very good money.
Because
I'm out there. Troy, I just came across a vendor website for hotels, and what I want to know from you, if I put a listing in there, is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead. Put it
I'm
up.
trying to get us some real business here.
Yeah, you might should have kept that to yourself. You go. You might have 4 or 5 posts on there already.
Troy, I haven't dropped the name yet.
Okay, be careful. I'm just telling you, because we got some soldiers here.
So I'm really trying to make this work, because I know this is some money right here, some big money.
Yeah,
if you're doing right.
You
But you got to know what you're doing when you're closing and all that.
We got a lot of wonderful things here, the concept and stuff, and so we just getting our foundation together, and it's certainly worth it. It's certainly worth it. And like I tell everybody, we just keep moving forward, and they in compliance and
okay,
things the right way, we'll be fine.
Is there any possible way that you happen to have some time to talk to me, or I can call you and I'll tell you a little bit more about it?
Yeah, just call me. Yeah, be there for
it. Okay, I need to talk to you about the hotel stuff.
The thing is, you know this, when you call me, if I don't answer, just send me a text message, because I'm on the phone. So if I'm on the phone, I try not to, be on and off, because my phone rings a lot. So just send me a text message and I'll call you back.
Okay, I know you're real busy. I mean, but I got to make sure that I'm doing this the right way, because I have plans for this hotel thing.
Like I said, I've talked to 2 people, the 2 hotels, and what I found is that we don't have to sell it so much. We just got to show them what's available for their high-end customers and tell them every part of it is customizable.
Correct.
High-end customers, a little plastic key. You may have customers that you want to give something nicer to, or we can make this key out of metal, and we design it to your taste. We make it fit exactly the role that you want it to fit. Okay? And then they go like, wow, they take it from there. And they want to know how much. That's where we come in, because, truth be told, like I said, the one hotel, they order 20,000 keys at a time. Even $1, we made $1 per key. That's not bad money. I'll take that all day long. Heck, I'll take 50% a key. And they order 20,000 at a time. That's $10,000, order rate. So, so my point is that that's a big market, big market, and so we're gonna we're gonna figure it out, and when we do, I think it's gonna be very, very profitable for us as a company.
But Troy, you know what else I've been finding with this hotel thing? I would make a phone call. I would get the marketing department. They give me the email to send. They want to see information through their email. It's a good idea to create a little video, nothing real long, but that's just gonna give them an idea of what we're doing.
That's a good idea. That's something I'll put on the table right there, a video. I agree that we should have a video that we can send to them that just kind of lightly tells a little story, and they're able to say, hey, I'm in type situation. I agree with that.
Yeah, because the way that you have the book set up, we can pretty much tell the story with that book too. I mean, it needs to be in the form of a video.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. It can be done very easily. So I will. That's a good point. you know, with all the stuff on my plate, I hadn't thought about that. But we have enough people making those contacts now to where, you know, sending out a little short video, for them to click in and then put a button to let them say, hey, I'm interested or whatever. I'd like to know information. We can do that. We can do that.
Yeah, because I know quite a bit of hotels, and I told you I used to be in the hotel industry years ago. And I know where all the good hotels are in California.
We can do that quick. That one, I'm willing to bet you I have that ready by next Wednesday. I bet I have that ready for you.
Please have it ready, because I'm like a vulture when it comes with this stuff. Yeah. This is a good one.
Got all the images.
So that's what I've been finding, though. They want to see something. Can you send it to my email? No. I'd like to see if we're interested in doing it.
Do this here, okay? Next week, Wednesday, be on the call. I'm going to announce it, and it'll be in your back office somewhere, okay? That's what we're shooting for.
Okay.
Well, that's a good idea. You brought that up. You know, that would speed things up tremendously.
All right.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time, Troy, and I'll be talking to you really soon. I'm going to call you.
Okay, the video is really probably...
I'll text you and then you tell me when it's a good time.
That video is probably better than the brochure, actually, than you think about it. You know, at the end of the day.
Well, you really need both, though.
Yeah.
Let me see it. You just present it to them when you go in there.
Yeah.
And make sure you have your business suit on.
Right. Yeah, you got to do that. Right.
All right. Thanks, Donna. Appreciate you. Okay, and then we have Liz Davis, who's been waiting very patiently.
Last one. We'll have to break.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Troy, hang in there. Take me through the scenario. So say, for instance, I have a prospect and they sign up for the program, the card, and they're billed for it, they're invoiced for it. They don't pay immediately. And then they're billed for the monthly fee. Is that correct? They're invoiced, I'm sorry.
They're going to pay for the monthly fee. So they want the VIP plan, $20. They pay the $20, okay? Then they go to the office and then they'll say, okay, I want to order a card. They click on order your card. And then they'll pick the card they want. They'll pick the upgrades they want, stuff like that. That's all going to happen in the back office. We're going to then take that card, make it, and ship it to them, okay? In some fashion, and then we'll collect the payment from them through the card, more than likely.
Okay, I get it. So that was you answered my question ahead of time, because my question was going to be, what if they make partial payments? So the software system or the payment system is going to set up to only accept the total amount due, correct? So their monthly fee, if you will, they can't make $5, a $5 payment, then a $10 payment. Can only $20.
Whatever. The monthly fee itself, membership, is going to kick out the commissions like we know it does, okay?
Got it.
For the card itself, that's the 50%. That when they pay for that order, that's when you'll get that 50% or 20, whatever it is.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I wasn't clear on that. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. That's a good question.
Thank you, Liz. Have a great night.
Thanks.
All right. Well, Mr. Mason, I want to say thank you. Incredible updates. Really a lot to look forward to in the coming months, and you got your week cut out in terms of what you're going to produce by next Wednesday. So very excited to see all of that. And as of course, you need anything, just reach out, holler. I still see you doing quite a bit in the Facebook group, so I always like to invite people to check out ztegrity.info/Facebook. And I will get this video cut and trimmed as quickly as possible, posted on Debit Card TV, and that's debitcardtv.com, and then we can share that with anybody who may have missed the opening segments and so forth. But any closing remarks as we say, first of all, thank you to yourself, to your staff, and definitely to our guests who have come out tonight.
Yeah, I just want to thank you guys. Like I say, it's a work in progress, but it really is. You know, it's a big idea. And everybody that we talk to, who it is, one thing is consistent. People say, you know what, that's a good idea. You know, it's a good idea. So now it's just a matter of us getting all the pieces in the right place, fitting together real nice and neat. But we can make everybody happy. Okay, make the compliance people happy, merchant people and everything that it takes to do something like this, right? Have them in mind, and then just, you know, and when we get to that point, we really have a gold mine on our hand. And some of the things that we have to do, guys, we're gonna have to, you know, we have to get out and make it happen. You know, so I'm not waiting around no more. I'm gonna tell you that when it's all said and done, I'll go bring in 100,000 people myself. Okay, you know. So us reaching 100,000 card holders or 1 million card holders, that is a foregone conclusion. It's not a matter of if, it's just when. Because we have it. We have something we have the shiny thing that people like. You know, we just got to make it available to them and have and smooth everything out. So that's what we're doing. So no secret sauce here, guys. It's just hard work, roll up our sleeves and go to work and make this thing happen. So again, I appreciate all you guys.
Absolutely, 100% agree. All right, Mr. Mason, we thank you. We'll be back here again tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific. We are going to unmute the lines and boss toss our way out, and we will see you again next week, so appreciate you coming out.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Dee.